I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're exploring an extraordinary story of resilience and faith with Brandon Huffman, author of The Power of Faith. After suffering 2 strokes, Brandon's life took an unexpected turn, but his unwavering belief and determination helped him overcome unimaginable challenges. This inspiring autobiography offers hope, proving that with faith and perseverance, life's toughest battles can be won. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing book. The links are below this interview. Brandon, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
Your story
Glad
is
to
an
be here.
incredible one. It's great having you on the show. You're such a young guy. It's hard to believe you experienced 2 strokes at
Yeah.
a young age. How old were you when you got sick with these strokes?
What happened? See, from now it happened probably a couple years ago, so probably about 34, probably.
Amazing, amazing. Any idea why? Did you have undiagnosed high blood pressure or something? What
No,
was going
no.
on?
I mean, I was healthy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, probably earlier in the school year, we had our annual health checkup. Everything seemed good
Mhm.
there, and this kind of happened out of nowhere. So, I mean, they ended up diagnosing with cardiomyopathy, which is discussed that's described a little bit more in the book. It's a
Mm.
condition of the heart.
Right.
Yeah,
And the cardiomyopathy might have thrown a clot or something that
yeah.
caused a stroke. Yeah. So you're probably on like blood thinners now or something to
I
help.
was, but
Yeah.
there's a neat device called a Watchman device. They placed it in a spot where the heart, in some chamber of the heart, where a clot usually occurs,
Right.
and it kind of acts like a dam and helps prevent
Yep.
clots from that area. So now instead of being on blood thinners, now I'm just taking maybe.
A baby aspirin a day or
Yeah,
something like
there you
that.
go.
Yeah.
Baby aspirin. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
baby
Well,
aspirin a day.
good,
So
good. I'm
yeah,
glad that was very helpful to you. Yeah, they put in these like almost like a screen to keep the blood
yeah,
clot getting thrown from
yeah,
your
yeah.
heart. So thank goodness you're okay. Thank goodness you survived these
Mm-hmm.
strokes. Um, what pulled you through it? Your faith was a big part of it, right?
Right. It was. Yeah. Faith, definitely family. They were right there.
Yeah.
Um, definitely faith and family. Faith was in. Faith was inside of me, pushing me to go on. But definitely family there by my side, saying you can do it. And definitely, they're the ones driving me around now because I haven't been cleared to drive yet. So they're definitely the ones driving me to and from appointments. So faith and family are definitely
Yeah.
up there on the
Absolutely.
list.
Absolutely. Family's important to you. You grew up on a cattle farm, so you
I
know the
did.
importance of family. Tell us what life was like growing up on that Missouri cattle farm.
Well, it's actually pretty interesting. Just right next to the house, we had a little pen for the calves, and I had members during the winter going out there and actually feeding them,
Mm,
and then I mean we got they almost became, I don't want to say friends, but I mean they were very very used to be around me. I mean they were
yeah,
very very nice to be around,
yeah,
easy to be around. Yeah,
absolutely,
not wild at
absolutely.
all.
Yeah, but you learn to be, you learn that family is so important, obviously, when you're sick, but you also learn that family is so important when you live on a farm because you're all counting on each other to do different tasks and help out. And I'm sure that was your experience as well, right?
Yep. Yeah. Um. I remember many times going with my dad when he was feeding the cattle. I'd ride in the tractor when he's feeding hay. Um, always get riding enough to work them, give them shots. That was always communication was. It's one of that silent communication where you gesture the hand or head.
Hmm.
It really really important to know what they meant without actually saying anything to boost the cattle even more. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you had 2 strokes. Did they happen back to back? Were they spaced out by a couple of years? Tell us about that.
They kind of. I would say it happened back to back when let me think, when yeah, they were pretty close together. I was actually in recovery from the first one when I think when the hemorrhagic one happened, I believe. I was talking. I think the ischemic happened first, and then after they surgery from that, I was in recovery. Everything seemed normal, and then the
Mm,
hemorrhagic one actually happened.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. What was your recovery like from those two strokes? Were you in the hospital long? Did you have to go to
Oh yeah,
rehab?
man, in I was in the ICU probably for I think 10 to 14 days.
Wow.
And then after I got strong enough, they moved me to an in it was like an in-house rehab part of Boone. Still
Hmm.
in the hospital, but a completely different unit, so to speak. And I
Yeah.
spent, I don't know, I'm gonna say 14-ish days in that unit rehabbing.
Wow.
All these
Amazing.
dates are in the book, but yeah, I'm off the top of my head, yeah,
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to
yeah.
recall for anybody, obviously, at the top of your head to recall this stuff. So it was a real challenge. You're in the
Hmm.
hospital for weeks. You were in rehab for weeks. Your family was vital, no doubt. Why did you decide to write a book? Were you trying to help others? Tell us a little bit
Yeah.
about it.
Why? Well, because just what's going on in the world back then and now, there's just seemingly a lot of people that are down on themselves. Bad things are happening. I just want to give them something to look forward to, give them hope and being able that they can get back on their feet. Like me, I was down on myself, down in the dark times, and
Yeah,
then something inside of me drove me drove me to push on and
yeah,
get to where I was before that event happened. So the purpose of my book was to hopefully give readers hope
yeah,
that if they are able to push through, they can not maybe not get back to where they were originally, but they can help be in a better position than they were. To make sense.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Summed up in the phrase, where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Bingo. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to keep on trying. You have to believe in yourself. You have to ask for help when you need it from family members. Prayer is pretty important as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely have your own prayer. Yeah. Um, like because I wasn't in mental state, because from the stroke, I didn't do a lot of praying because I wasn't just, but I know back home, the church I grew up in was praying for me.
Hmm.
And I know I just don't know where I'd be without them and almost, I really don't know where I'd be, honestly.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Prayer is so essential. Now, you have a career, a teaching career. Are you still a teacher? Tell us a little bit about your work.
Yeah, I was a teacher I was actually in my first year teaching when the stroke happened. We
Hmm.
were, let's see, we just had parent teacher conferences. So probably
Like
mid year,
November.
I'm not sure, but probably
Yeah.
mid year. So yeah, I just started teaching, but my goal right now is to go back to teaching because I have a passion. That is my passion
Yeah.
from substitute teaching, just because I like watching,
Yeah.
helping young minds grow and excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want to mentor people. You want to take
yeah,
what
yeah,
you
mentor. Yeah,
know
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
and help people. Yeah. Completely understood. Is this your first book? Are you planning on writing any other books? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this is my first book, and I'm kind of thinking about maybe writing another book that maybe other side things that didn't make the main book, but
Hmm.
that's kind of more down the line.
Hmm.
And just out of the blue, I decided because I had all this free time,
Yeah.
between. I decided to write a children's picture book that's just came out,
Mm.
and so I'm gonna see how that goes, and I'm gonna see how that book goes, and I might expand more in the children's picture book section. It just depends kind of how that goes, but yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
As of
Well,
right now, I have two books out, but primary one is Power of Faith, and then I just thought
yeah. Yeah. Well, the power of faith
we'll see
is,
how that goes.
yeah, absolutely. Well, the power of faith is a wonderful book. It's written by Brandon Huffman. After suffering some problems with his health, Brandon's life took an unexpected turn, but his unwavering belief and determination helped him overcome these unimaginable challenges. You will find this autobiography is inspiring and that it offers hope and that it proves that with faith and perseverance, life's toughest battles can be won. Brandon, thank you so much for joining me here today on Spotlight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Really appreciate this time.
That was great having you on the show. I
Thanks.
appreciate your time and your insights. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.